Welcome to day 7 of the 10,000 Reasons Devotional blog. And I'm Terry, I'm one of the pastors at Christ Place. And the scripture reading for today is Nehemiah chapter 1, verse 4. And it says this: As soon as I heard these words, I sat down and wept and mourned for days, and I continued fasting and praying before the God of heaven. To become aware of a need, as Nehemiah did, and as we have done at various times in our lives, and we are doing as the people of Christ Place, as we see the need of souls saved and lives changed. We see the need of 10 campuses, 10,000 3C Christ followers. We're left to wonder, what do I do with that? And in time we feel inadequate, like I don't know what else to do but pray. It's funny how we say that sometime. In fact, we say that often. Seems like we have a tendency to do anything but pray, to get busy doing something. But life teaches us it's best to pause. It's best to pray. It's best to get the heart of God for a situation. The circumstances of our journey, 10,000 Reasons, requires us to seek the Lord, to pray, to ask God what He would have us do as a church, what He would have each of we, the families of the church, to do to get involved. Because the size of something like 10,000 Reasons might make us feel very small, very inadequate. But when we go to prayer, we tap into the heart of God. And I used to think of prayer as kind of giving God His assignments for the day. Okay, God, I need a blessing, and I need a raise, and I need healing. And so you got that? Okay, talk to you tomorrow. But as I've grown in the Lord a little bit, I've come to realize that prayer is more about, well, sure, making your requests known to God. That's biblical, but it's a good idea to listen, while you're praying, because I find that God gives me perspective on things, and He gives me insight into how He's directing my life, especially in regards to big questions that I have. As we're asking the question, as the people of Christ Place, how can little old me get involved? How can I have some positive effect on this outcome that's God has promised? Well, I remember a sermon I preached this past summer at the Movie series on the story of Joseph, and I had a saying in there that said, God-sized results begin with a God-sized dream. And in my experience, those God-sized dreams happen when we spend time with Him in prayer. So as you're on this journey with me, with Sherry, with all of us, stop and take time to ask God to enlarge your heart and your imagination for what you can do as a servant of God. Because in fact, all God has to work with is ordinary people like us. But the amazing thing is, He does amazing things through ordinary people like us. Thanks for joining me today.